official national championship game preview, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Using his legs, it's Jennings. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
29 Philly.
And now the running back's got it again.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff heading left. Tackle, but first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The Horned Frogs have first and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the ground, it's Rojas. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
2nd down now after the sack. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He goes down, but takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Tight end goes in motion. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the running back takes the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Loss of 5. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Inside the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, Georgia 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Jukes to get free. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision?
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to run it. It's Rojas. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. Look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Running play called on 3rd and short. He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. It's a run to the left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
That's an important first down on that running play. Gonna run it. It's Jennings. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Important second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Hey, Chris, how about the running back here on third down and 1? He's so focused on trying to just pick up a couple yards for the first down. You could almost see him slightly hesitate there once he hit that initial surge from that defense and was still on his feet. He's looking around. There's nobody to slow him down, so he gets huge yards on this play.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Running with purpose. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
On the set.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. That's some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. We'll call for the fair catch here. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Oh, and he fumbles. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away and get us going in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. You get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Gonna run it. It's Rojas. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket.
catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Nice grab. It's Stevens. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to run it with the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Dogs. Still plenty of life left.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the TCU offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going. Or it's a fumble. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Second down after that previous play.
Get set, get set. Go.
Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch downfield.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Horned Frogs offense is on the move now. And they hand it off to the back. Finds room at the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got it behind the line. The option fools no one.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Moving right through the contacts.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his man. It's Rojas. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense and short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw yet again. Off target and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Looking to scramble. He'll take a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here. but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Snags a quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Third down play for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Georgia, 21.
And the hands team able to make the crucial, and the ball to the ground. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Receiver in motion now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Contact as he threw it. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Catch made, a lot of space now. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the comeback continues.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Georgia, 28.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
He's tackled at the 34. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
29 Philly.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. They'll run it here. And a short run there to end the game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.